The Saudi Pro League has caused quite a stir in the transfer market and continues to do so with their plans to sign top football talent. Just look at the names on this list already. We've already seen the likes of Neymar, Sadio Mane, Karim Benzema go there. But if the latest reports are to be believed, Mohammad Salah could be the next name on that list. Nader Manu is still with us, but let's talk about what's going on here. Al Ittihad is said to have reignited their interest in signing the player, and we are talking mega millions as well. Stevie, I do want to start with you on this one, because is there a price that Liverpool would have to look at and go, OK, it is Salah, but this is a heck of a lot of money and we can build for the future with this
Absolutely,
money?
there's a price.
What's that price?
150 million for a 31-year-old. I would tell Liverpool, if they get offered 150 million, to take it. You know, at the end of the day, the club has to always think ahead. You know, the coach thinks about the next game. But the club and the sporting directors and the scouts and all that, they have to think ahead. So 150 million for a 31-year-old, because in 2 years' time when he's gone, what are they going to have? They're not getting any money for him, and they're not going to have a player. So 150 million for a guy who's 31, particularly when you already have Nunez, you got Diaz, you got Jota, you got Gakpo, you got four guys who are still going to score you goals.
And still going to secure you top four football.
Yeah, and still in top four. None of them are Mohammad Salah. He's different, yeah. But that's why you're getting 150 mil for a 31-year-old. So a penny less than that, you don't let him go anywhere. He's got another 2 years left on his deal. If they don't pay what the price is, which I've just said, if it was 150, I'd be okay with it. Maybe Klopp wants 200, I don't know. But you've got to think ahead. And because Mo Salah goes, don't think the club's going to fall apart. Look at all the players that over the years. Keegan went, Dalglish came in, Rush went, Aldridge came in.
But just to reiterate, OK, if he goes now, though, Stevie,
of the club.
If he goes now and they don't have time to get a replacement for him, they're OK. You still think they could finish in the top four this season?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they've still got four. They've still got four players for 3 spots. Yeah, you can't. You've got to look ahead. You've got to look ahead. It's not just about the next game. Absolutely.
Nader, are you as confident as Stevie is for Liverpool's chances without Salah?
Yeah, I think so. I think they've got a good squad. Obviously, it feels like they're probably 1 or 2 short a little bit, but the front line isn't the big concern for me overall. So I could understand it if that did come through. But I've got a question for Stevie, to be fair. If, say, they did come in with like 150 million in theory, and then you say, OK, we want to sell him. If Salah says he doesn't want to go, what would you then do from there? Would you be a case if you try and force him to go? Or would you say, well, the deal's off and just keep him in your plans?
No. If he doesn't want to go, then that's fine. But if they're offering, if Liverpool turn to him and say, look, Mo, if they offer us whatever price, then we're happy to let you go, if you're OK with that. And if he says no, then that's the end of it. But if he says yes, then that completely changes it.
And what does it change as well?
And by the way, let's remember something. Mo Salah got 19 goals last season, right? Marcus Rashford got 16 goals for Man United. I wouldn't want Marcus Rashford at Liverpool. So we're talking about, Mo Salah is not irreplaceable. Do you want Mo Salah in your team? 100%. Is he irreplaceable? No, he's not. You give me 150 million, I think I might be able to replace him.
What does it change bigger picture, LA, if it is a player like Mo Salah? Because we've seen many a player go, but this is a player who usually is central to Liverpool's plans.
You mean in our perception of the Saudi Pro League or in terms of...
the threat then?
Yes, of the threat of what is it that they're doing and how much of an impact they're having on European football. Well, this would be a pivotal moment, I think, because some of the other players, you sort of can kind of reason as to why and how they ended up where they ended up.
The pasta.
Huh?
Because the pasta.
Correct. That's Mohamed Salah's not past it.
Correct.
And he is very much...
He's 31.
He's nearly there, but not quite there just yet.
That's why you take the 150.
And he is critical to the success of Liverpool. So it would be a tough decision for Liverpool, but much like it is a tough decision for players to pass on the sort of money that is being presented to them, it is just as tough for the clubs. You are an organization that needs to figure out financially, how do we stay ahead of the curve? This would certainly help. But The flip side of that is it's a bunch of goals walking out that door, potentially. It's not an easy decision. And either way, there are going to be people that are going to pick at it and going to pick it apart. So you have to be very clear as to, if we get this money, what is our plan? What are we doing with this money, and how are we going to effectively impact and positively impact the future of our club, of our organization? If you have that plan in place, which you should do if indeed you are a serious organization, and Liverpool are, then I think there's a number out there.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.